Howdy y'all and welcome. I see y'all are back for another round of Davy Crockett and his adventurous tales, and it's great to know we're here to talk about some more of that. Just like I discussed in the last episode, Davy Crockett was an American hero that was part legend, part real, but he was a bigger myth, kind of like Johnny Appleseed if you think about it. Johnny Appleseed was also a person that I think was real, but then was a legend, and there was a lot of them back then, but Davy Crockett is one that also stuck out, and part of it was real. Part of it was reality. He actually fought, and I didn't mention in the last episode, but at the ending they do fight the Alamo, which is a real place as well, and they end up losing the Alamo, and in reality he also died along with them. But because he's such a familiar person, they wanted to do more, because even back then they wanted to milk out everything they could, and he was such a favorite personality that they were just going on, and they decided, well, hey, let's do a sequel now. And that's what we got here. We got us a sequel, Davy Crockett and the River Pirates.
Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, green estate in the land of the free. Raised in the woods so's he knew every tree. Killed him a bar when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Now Davy Crockett here, in the first one in the television show, his stuff was half real, half fake. But this stuff is all legend. And they just decided what happens if these cowboys and these people of the last century decided and met up with each other. So they were creating fan fiction back before fan fiction was a thing.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
And that's what we have here. Davy Crockett and the River Pirates was released in 1956. And it features 2 original stories about the River Pirates and Davy Crockett, and so on, such as that.
History remembers the name of his gun and some of the deeds he really done, but most of his chores for freedom and fun got turned into legends, and this here is one.
So it's more of a look at what if happens if Davy Crockett met Mike Finn and other characters that didn't happen in reality, and they even say it in the theme song, which also, between the 2 films, this theme song gets so irritating that it's used as a transition between every single scene to move the story along.
Davy Crockett, seeing his duty clear.
But that's the only minor effect I have. Minor complaint about it. That's a little bit too much, and it's stuck in my head. This Davy Crockett song is gonna be stuck in my head for the next couple of days, and I'm tired of it already.
Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
They're just having fun with it, so it's a really cool concept. Again, it's a really enjoyable film. It's really fun to watch, and it's cool to see the situations they get into. Because it is based off of the show, it has the same type of feel with it, and it is a comedy, and you can see that it doesn't take itself seriously, and that's the really thing I like about this franchise, is that even though it's all about the Native Americans and the cowboys and them fighting in between and serious situations that happened in the past, it has fun with it, and it shows in a lighthearted sense, and it's really cool. So it's something that you could really enjoy any age. I'm glad I got to watch them. They're really fun, and they're not that long. And if you're into the West, if you're into the wilderness and want to have some rootin' tootin' shootin' fun, these are for you. And like I said in the last one, we need to bring Davy Crockett back. I think if any characters from the Disney catalog deserve to get rebooted and into the spotlight again, these are characters that are worth it. They're really fun, and I know the Western kind of fell away. I feel like the Toy Story scene. Where Andy's into all the cowboys, and then he gets Buzz Lightyear, and it's all about space travel and that transition. It's happening, where it's like everyone's into technology and no one wants to play cowboy and Indians anymore. Plus the fact that everything's politically correct anymore. But there's a way to do it that you're not going to be a complete racist. There's fun ways, like it's a whole tricky situation, I'm not getting into it. But I still like the concept of it, and I think it'd be cool to still keep the history of America in the parks especially because that's what Disneyland and Disney World started out as. And they have Frontierland, and Frontierland, I mean, it has Big Thunder Mountain and it has Splash Mountain, which again, that film is banned, so you can't even enjoy the culture of the film that the ride is. So I think it'd be really cool if they put Davy Crockett in, because of the fact that he's still relevant enough name-wise that they could bring back and do some type of retro type of feel with it and make it really cool. So, suggestions for the park. It's not gonna happen, but I would love to see it happen, but I know it's not. Tomorrow we're gonna go and take a look at another semi-forgotten film that's still relevant in the park, Swiss Family Robinson. The treehouse is still there, but no one goes on it, and I'm sure no one can tell you what it's about. So we're gonna discuss that tomorrow and see if that one is still great or not. So stay tuned. And as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.